Hello everyone. The purpose of this video today is to compare the iMM, the Dayton Audio iMM 6C microphone. This is a USB-C microphone. Is this little tiny ones? Focus. Right. So it's this little tiny microphone that a lot of people are using. Come on, focus. Okay, that a lot of people are using to do RTA scans, and I've always wondered how good are these really. And I'm going to be comparing them against my Beyerdynamic MM1, if I can get this thing to focus. There we go. So this is my Beyerdynamic MM1 RTA microphone, which is not it's not super fancy, but it's not cheap either. So it should be really good quality. And let's just go to it. The first thing that I want to do is I want to get the floor noise, right? Actually, what I need to do is I should probably level match them first. So I'm gonna go do that now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and the microphones are pretty level matched. I mean, it was very hard to get them exactly the same level because of the different shapes, but I think I've done a pretty good job at level matching them. So let's start. The first scan that I'm going to do is I am going to have I'm going to scan the noise floor. Just nothing playing. Engine's off. Well, this is a Tesla. There's no engine. AC is off, so it's completely quiet. And the first scan is going to be just the floor noise. I'm going to start all my measurements with my reference microphone. I'm going to choose the MM1 to be my reference microphone, so I'm going to start with that. So off we go. Oh, let me make sure that I have my reference microphone selected. So I'm going to have to be switching back and forth. Yeah, analog. Yep. So that's the one. This is my microphone. RTA. And here we go. Just background noise. There's an airplane overhead and the microphone is picking it up. Let's just give it a couple more seconds. Okay, let's go again. Freaking rooster, but I think he didn't pick it up. So I'm gonna go with this one, current, and so that's my noise. And I'm gonna switch microphones now. I'm gonna select the, where is it? This one. And we're gonna scan again. Just get in position here. So this is my other microphone. Okay, so the rooster, it's added again, but that's okay because I think I'm proving my point with this. So I'm going to save this measurement And we're just going to take a quick look at the at these current measurements now. Now here, we're going to go right here. Okay, so in order for me to see them a little bit better, I'm going to smooth them out. Since this is just a noise, I want to look at the level, so I'm going to do a 1-1 smoothing. Yeah, so fit to data. Yeah, so the first microphone, the MM1 is the red one, and all the way up to 100 hertz, it has a lot less noise compared to the Dayton audio. And after, I mean below 100 hertz, the noise just picks up on the MM1, and the Dayton audio has a better response noise level. You know, noise-wise, it captures less noise, 100 hertz and down. So let's keep this in mind. And by the way, just remember, these microphones are already level matched. So this is the actual comparison, you know, apples to apples well, apples to oranges, but apples to apples when it comes down to the noise and the level. So let's go, I'm gonna scan all my left side, just my left side. I'm gonna start with the tweeter, the mid bass, and the sub, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the Dayton audio, and we're gonna compare each one and then all of them at once. Okay, so let's do that. I'm gonna start all my scans now with this microphone first. So let me switch it real quick. It's this one, Analog Revolution. Let's start scanning drivers. Too much bass. Let me lower it a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. It's probably still too much. Just leave it there. I'm not gonna touch it moving forward. And now we're gonna do the whole left side. Okay, so that's the whole left side with the MM1. Those are all the measurements with the MM1. Now we're going to move on to the Dayton audio. So we're going to start again, left tweeter, left mid, left mid bass, subwoofer, and all the left side. Let me check something real quick. Did I change the microphone on the settings? No, I did not. So let me change that. This one. And like I said earlier, everything is already level matched. We're going to get rid of the last measurement, which was wrong. This one. Get rid of this. Perfect. So now we're going to go. Let me just fit to data, and we're going to measure as I said earlier. Okay. Okay, so we got all the measurements. Let's take a quick look. And of course, this is not going to be anything scientific. It's just measurements, comparing, and we'll see what we have. See, the main point of this video is to see how viable this little microphone is. All right, so let's smooth everything out. We're going to do 1/6, which is what we would use for tuning. All right, and so we already took at the noise, took a look at the noise. We're not going to take a look at it again. So I'm just going to get rid of them. We're just going to look at the tweeters first. So let's get rid of this, leave the tweeter, get rid of this, and this. And my computer is lagging behind a lot. So let's take a look. Okay, so not a big surprise. Let's make my Beyerdynamic. We're gonna make it red, and the Dayton audio we're gonna make it blue. So red, and Dayton audio we're just gonna leave it like that. So right off the bat, the noise level in the with the Dayton audio is just quite it's quite a bit, right? So there's a lot of noise on the Dayton audio, and as far as the frequency response, it seems to be following the Beyerdynamic pretty closely. How relevant is this? To be honest with you, I don't think this is such a huge problem, because I'm going to tell you why. Because as long as we're over the noise, I think it should be fine. So the way to tell that is just to unmute the mid, and we're way above the noise, right? So let's go back to what else can I tell you about this? So this. We're looking at the same thing that we experienced earlier with the noise level. Where's 100 hertz? So before, the noise level, like around 100 hertz, the the Beyerdynamic was quieter, greater than 100 hertz. Below 100 hertz, the Dayton audio was quieter, and by quite a bit. And this is the same thing that we're seeing right now, but it's not at 100. Now we're seeing it at around 50 hertz. Okay, so as far as tuning, I don't think this is such a big issue. I mean, you can disagree with me, and you can tell me why you disagree with me. Because of this fact, if I unmute the mid-range, I'm still above the noise level. So I don't think it's that important. While I would love it for this thing to be quieter, let me turn on the AC because I'm starting to cook now. Well, I would love for this microphone to be quieter. This is a super budget microphone, and I think this is very good performance for the price that you're paying for this microphone. So let's take a look at the mid-range side by side now. So for the mid-range, the noise is irrelevant. You know, it's just about the same. The only thing that I see with the noise being an issue is for the tweeters, and as I mentioned earlier, is not even an issue to me. I don't think it's an issue, okay, because I'm way above the my RTA is way above the noise level, and I don't consider it an issue for tuning purposes. Other than that, they're both tracking very closely. I mean, I didn't change EQ, I didn't change volume, I didn't change anything. The only thing that I did is that it was at the beginning, I just tried to level match them a little bit. Okay, so the volume on Windows for the input is set to 80%, and I matched this input with my audio interface for this microphone, right? Which is set to about 9 o'clock, my volume level. Okay, so these two, as far as tuning is concerned, they're pretty much identical. No big difference. So let's take a look at the mid bass. Same thing, I think. For our purposes, the frequency response is about the same. The noise level, we're not going to, we can ignore it, I think. And now this is the yellow is the MM1, which has the higher noise level below 50 hertz, it seems. And the Dayton audio that has less noise level below 50 hertz, and this might be a problem when we look at the subs. So I think this might be an issue. Other than that, so far I think the little one, the little Dayton audio is doing pretty good. So let's take a look at the subs, both the sub, but the two microphone scans. Yeah, so let me change color on the, this is what I was afraid of. Let me change color on the MM1. We're gonna make it red again. So this is a bit of a problem, right? Below, say here, below 62 hertz, the Dayton audio can't keep up with the subwoofer frequencies, and it starts to drop off. So this is something to keep in mind for this microphone. Is for tweeters, mids, and mid bass. Anything above, say, 100 hertz. It's very good. I'm gonna give it a high mark for everything above 100 hertz. When you start approaching the lower frequencies, the response is starting to drop off, and so keep that in mind when you use this microphone, that your lower frequencies are not gonna be that accurate. And I am 100% assuming that the accurate measurements are coming from the Beyerdynamic and not from this one. So it's not that this one is more sensitive on the lower frequencies. This one is less sensitive in the lower frequencies because I'm establishing this as my baseline. And so let's look at the whole picture now. And of course, you know, the noise is showing that is greater on the Dayton audio, but we had already established this. So let's look at the whole scan. Which is what we've been seeing before. So let's make this one red again. So the MM1 is always red. So yeah, so they're pretty much tracking the same. I am going to say that they're tracking the same up until here, right? So 80 hertz. So I'm gonna call it 100 hertz. I'm gonna call it, for the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna call it 100 hertz. And above 100 hertz, I am comfortably tuning with either one of these microphones. Below 100 hertz is where we start seeing differences. And I don't think it is a huge deal as long as you are aware of it. And because the reason that I don't think it is a huge deal that the Dayton audio is dropping is because most of us, when we're running subwoofers, we're using a subwoofer level, and the shape of the scan is almost the same. So all the peaks and valleys that we're going to clean up from our subwoofer response, we're going to be able to pretty much clean them up as well from this Dayton audio. And the level, we're going to always adjust it to taste. At least that's what I do. I adjust my level to taste, and I think this microphone is very workable as long as you know what the drawbacks are, as long as you know what the shortcomings are. You can work with this microphone. And while it's not a perfect microphone, for the price, I'm gonna give it a high score. I'll assuming that this one is my microphone, assuming that this is a 10 out of 10, I'll say that this one is an easy 7 or 8 out of 10 in my mind. And I would definitely use it. I could definitely use this microphone for a tune. And I hope that you guys find this video useful. And yeah, I mean, if you're on a budget, feel free to use this microphone. It's not that bad. I mean, I really like it for what it is. And please be on the lookout for my next video. I ordered the other one, the one that plugs into the computer directly into the microphone jack of the computer. I ordered another one. So this is the USB version, and once I get it, which I'm gonna get it delivered in a few days, I'll make another video comparing all three of them at the same time. We already know the result of this, and what I want to know is that the other one, which is a lot cheaper than this one, I think it's like 20 bucks, and this one is like 50 something. See how that one compares to this pretty much. If for 20 bucks we can get the same performance, then it'll be that one, the one that I recommend, not this one. All right, so that's it for now. Please let me know in the comments whatever you like to see. What is it that I did wrong? What is it that I did right? Before I go, the one thing that I like to add is that if you're watching this video and you're interested in remote tuning your system, feel free to contact me through the messages on this video. I check all my messages. I try to reply as much as possible, and if you need information about remote tuning, please feel free to contact me. And if you're in the South Florida area, I can do it in person. I can do a tuning session in person. All right, so now I'm out. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.